Yeah, we're really excited to renew our relationship with Qantas for the next 3 years. Really exciting achievement. Thrilled that we can continue the long association with them. Been partners since 2011. Really excited to have the Qantas logo on the women's team as well, which is a new development. So both our men's and women's teams overseas will have Qantas on their training gear and their playing apparel. So it'll be fantastic to see Qantas all over the world representing Australian cricket. Yeah, absolutely. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. We have an amazing air services partnership with Qantas. They take our players around, they look after them. Cricket players have more gear than most sports people, so we need a good partner who understands the logistical challenges, the weight that they need to carry of all their bats and so on. And Qantas has been fantastic operationally for us for a really long time, and we're excited to see it continue. Yeah, well, the growth of the women's game, in line with our Women and Girls Action Plan, a huge strategic priority for cricket. Participation in women and girls cricket's up 20% year on year, and Qantas is thrilled to be a part of that. So I think that the way that they're leaning into the women's game really aligned with our values, and really excited to see what we can do for women and girls on and off the field. Yeah, well, I think it's fantastic to see, whenever you turn on the television and see our teams playing overseas, that there'll be that uniform kangaroo on their shirt around the world. The spirit of Australia overseas across all our cricket is fantastic to see, and so I think that having, whether you're a man or a woman overseas playing, you'll have a Qantas logo on your shirt. I think it's brilliant to see.
How does it feel knowing that Qantas has strengthened their support for women's cricket, now obviously being on the playing shirt for overseas matches?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I think obviously Qantas have been huge supporters of cricket for a long period of time now. I think the partnership's going over 15 years, which is amazing, and obviously we've benefited from it over that time period, but I guess for us to have the little logo on our shirts on away tours, I think is really special for us, and to see them reaching out into the women's game in particular, it means a lot to us. So I'm looking forward to working further with Qantas, and then hopefully we have a really successful year.
Absolutely. Now, with the increasing popularity of women's cricket, how do you think a partnership like this, obviously Qantas is quite an iconic Australian brand, how does that help the women's game?
Oh, I think it just spreads the love, I think, is probably the best way to put it. Obviously, our game keeps growing in both the male and the female space, and the female space is one of the fastest growing bits in Australian sport at the moment. So I guess to have Qantas on board and on our shirts as well, I think just strengthens our relationship even further, and hopefully spreads the joy across not just Australia but around the world, and showcase our game on the biggest stage.
Yep, obviously Qantas now partnering with the women's team. You're going to have them on the shirt for overseas tours. How do you feel about that, the Qantas partnership with Australia?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously they've been flying Qantas for such a long time, and to have that little sort of emblem on our shirt heading overseas will be such a great thing. I think it's a great partnership that they've got going, and hopefully can continue for a very long time.